So question 6 says, write the inequality using interval notation and illustrate the inequality using the real number line. So notice how this says x is greater than or equal to -6. Now, what's tricky on this is understanding the left bound and the right bound. So a lot of times it's a good idea to maybe go ahead and just sketch a number line out. So the -6 is on our number line. It is included. And greater than -6, notice how it's pointing to the right. Greater than is actually to the right. So we're looking for that. So notice that the left boundary is closed. So that means we're going to be using a bracket. So we're going to have a bracket, the -6. But notice how there's not a right boundary. That's going to be infinity. So there's no right boundary. So we use positive infinity for that. And infinity is always an open interval. So infinity is always associated with open, which means we'll use a parenthesis for that. So the inequality represents this interval. So the left boundary is -6, including -6 to infinity. And that's what our graph would look like. So again, we've already kind of got a head start here. Which of these graphs would best represent? So notice how these two look really close, but notice how this is closed. And this one's actually open because it has a parenthesis. And since it's greater than or equal to, we have to include the endpoint, which means it's closed. So again, this would be our best graph here. Notice that these two are going the wrong direction. Greater than -6 is to the right of -6, so this would not be correct either. So this would be our correct graph, and this would be our interval notation from -6 to infinity. So that's where we start to use these infinities, is when we start to get into this interval notation.